Hey, today we're at the Bass Pro Spring Classic.
And today we're going to show you what to get for pre-spawn, during spawn, and post-spawn.
Alright, first we're going to talk about for super cold water. Suspending jerkbaits, cold water, that's where you're going to want to go. Alright, most of the time, I'm a fluorocarbon guy. I love fluorocarbon. But when you're jerking in cold water, you want monofilament. Because you're going to have a lot longer pauses. Any pause over 5 seconds, you want monofilament because monofilament floats. Fluorocarbon sinks. If you're having sinking line, it's going to get below the bait and it's going to screw up the action.
The next bait is some lipless crankbaits. They're fast, they have a really tight wobble. They're, when you want to pull these things, you don't want to burn them, but you also don't want to have sweet time. You want to keep it at a steady pace so that they don't consistently fall. You're going to want to mainly fish it around grass. And if you don't worry about getting caught up in grass, because when you get caught up in that grass, just jerk your rod and rip it out, and that causes a reaction strike, which aren't totally reliable during cold water seasons, but they're pretty good. They're better than trying to just get them to bite.
Alright, next we're going to talk about finesse jigs. You're going to want to fish them around hard cover. Docks are one of the best ways to go. Or vertical structure also is a great way to go with finesse jigs.
We're going to move into pre-spawn baits. The first one is a Z-Man chatterbait. These are great because the fish haven't moved to too shallow of water yet because they're still trying to stock up for that spawn. So you're going to want to fish this around hard cover and vertical structures, trying to just pick them off that structure. And a good pro tip for chatterbait is to, when it's clearer water, is to color in the blade with Sharpie, because no bass has ever looked at a bluegill and said, well, there's a big fish with a shiny object in front of it.
Next we're doing crankbaits. Still another pre-spawn bait that you can catch many big fish off of. This is where you can do two different methods here. You can go ledges and you can do like transition areas where you have vertical structure, or you could also move into shallows and throw like square bills. Up there where the fish are trying to get warm in the black bottom bays, up towards the northern end of your lake. You can do them in both places. I would recommend just doing a straight retrieve, and that's the next bait for pre-spawn.
A soft plastic bait for pre-spawn is some Senkos. This is Gary Yamamoto, highest quality. Really suggest these, but either way, you can rig this so many different ways. My favorite personally is a wacky rig style. You can also do Texas and Carolina too. Just fish this. Only fish this anywhere though. You can fish it deeper water, shallow water, around structure. I would suggest if you have docks around your lake or pond to flip it under docks. It would be great. Right.
Next, we're going to talk about fishing during the spawn. For most anglers, this can be the toughest time to catch bass, but with the right equipment, you can pull out some large bass. So, I like to throw a white tube jig around on the beds. Put in a weighted tube hook and flip this down onto beds. This is one of the best ways to pull them right off their beds.
Alright, next one would be a chick worm. The best way to do these is just throw it right on a bed. This isn't a good color. I'd rather pick white. You just need that white color. And the best ways to rig this is shaky head or a Texas rig kind of.
The best thing we're going to do for fishing beds is beavers. I wouldn't only fish them in the spawn though. They're also a great post and pre-spawn bait. But Texas rigging a beaver, particularly white, is a great way to catch spawning fish.
Moving on, we're going to do post-spawn. This is after they're coming off the beds and coming back into deeper water, and they're trying to fill up after that spawn. So, we're going to go ahead and throw, well actually this isn't a good one. How about, we're going to throw a natural color looking spinnerbait. You should throw this on hard structure and vertical structure. Like we say again, just suck them off that thing. They'll be suckers for this.
Now we're going to talk about frogs. You can go all the way from post-spawn all the way to fall with these things. These are great for moss pads, lily pads, grass, all sorts of stuff with these frogs.
Alright, next one is one of these swim bait packs right here. Swim baits are great for post-spawn because they're feeding up on them bait fish. So you're going to want to fish this towards hard structure and vertical structure as well. And soft structure as well. They're very good for soft structure. But so just what rig it weedless and just pull it through that soft moss. Right. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep these tips close to you, and we'll see you next time.
Please like and subscribe.